America and everywhere else you're listening from. This is Both Sides of the Pond, and it's Alan speaking, as usual. As I'm the only one in the truck, it would be difficult to be anyone else. Anyone else at all. So, in Kentucky right now, just gone through, hold on, we've got a cop there, let me just make sure I can get over. You know, I put my turn signal on, and it just brings back you know why trucks have turn signals? It's to let four-wheelers know that they need to speed up and block you from getting out. That's the only reason we have turn signals. Because every single time, apart from that time, I think maybe you saw the cop and let me out. But you put your turn signal on and pull into a gap, and the next car in the line down, you can see them accelerate to stop you getting in. So seriously, we only put our turn signals on to allow car drivers to gun it and block your exit into the left-hand lane, or the right, but usually the left. It's kind of crazy. See it all the time. With more powerful cars, you can see the front end go up, but never mind. It's a beautiful day. It is a beautiful day. Traffic hasn't been too bad. Came from just north of Atlanta. I stopped in a rest area last night. I had about 14 minutes left on my 11, but I only did about 530 miles, and that's basically down to Atlanta. It's always bad, but yesterday it was particularly bad. It was the eve of Thanksgiving, so it was Tuesday, you know, so the traffic was heavier. When I picked up my load from Flowery Branch, there was an accident, so I got caught on I-85. In fact, I got caught on the feeder road to 85, so I was in traffic before I even got on 85, and you know, it was pretty bad. So didn't get a lot of miles done, and used 10 hours and 45 minutes of drive time, plus the time for the PTI and everything like that. So 2 days in a row I've used over 11 hours, which basically means that I will probably not be recapping hours at the end of my 70, very unlikely. So it looks like I'll be taking a 34-hour reset. And thinking back, you know, I don't think I've ever did a 34-hour reset while I've been with Night. Isn't that amazing? Started in June, it's now November, so I don't recall doing a 34-hour reset. We've been pretty good at doing loads that we can spread out and keep working off the recaps. It's worked out pretty well so far. Kind of like a 34-hour reset once in a while. My old way of running actually was run hard and then take a 34-hour reset and give me a chance to, you know, clean the truck out, polish the chrome, do your laundry, that kind of thing. So a reset is really kind of nice to have, but I haven't done them with Night. We have just managed to run recaps, but like I say, I can't see, unless I've got a load I'm dropping off now, and then I'm going to Bridgeview in Illinois, which is just near Chicago. I have about 3 hours on my clock, and where I'm delivering to right now is just south of Indianapolis. Now, 3 hours should normally be enough to traverse that distance. However, it's Thanksgiving tomorrow. It's the busiest day of the year as far as traffic's concerned, and traffic's bad in Chicago anyway. So I don't see how I can pick up that load. So I've been onto, well, my DM's off today, but I've been onto the DM who's covering, and I'm trying to get off that load and go directly to Edwardsville in Illinois, which is just by St. Louis, for a pickup for Utah. So I'm trying to cut one of my loads out because I can't make it tonight, and even if I got there with the 3 hours, I'd never be able to, with the time remaining, find somewhere to park. Everybody who's ever tried to park a semi in Chicago knows how bad it is, and I'm going to be trying to park a truck at 7, 8, 9 o'clock at night, and you know that's just impossible. We do have a yard, a terminal. Actually, we lease most of it out to Hirschbach. We do have a terminal in Joliet where I believe we still have like 20 reserve spots for night trucks, but it's Thanksgiving. It's probably going to be full. All terminals are jam-packed on Thanksgiving. So, and a lot of people, what they do is they drop the trucks up at their truck stops and then go home. So, yeah, finding parking tonight's going to be interesting. So I'm trying to get to Edwardsville anyway. We'll see what happens. My DM's supposed to be contacting the place I'm going to tonight to see if I can pick up in the morning, see if they're open on Thanksgiving Day. Then the place I'm delivering to has to be open on Thanksgiving Day. And then the place I'm picking up from has to be open. So it's 3 different places need to be open on Thanksgiving Day if I'm to pick this load up. So it's interesting. I hope that I go straight to Edwardsville. Otherwise, I've got a sneaky suspicion that I'm going to be sat with nothing to do over Thanksgiving. But we'll see. We shall see. Anyway, traffic's starting to pick up here as we get a little bit closer to Louisville, Kentucky. Interesting sign further down the road there said the south serves the north, and it's kind of intimating towards, you know, all the produce and everything that's made and grown comes from the south, and that's not true. I don't know where they got that from. I think we are a very symbiotic country. Everybody has the part to play. I mean, California gives us criminals and liberals, and the rest of the country gives us food and water and produce and electronics, and California gives us more criminals and liberals. I shouldn't say that, should I? That's so wrong. Stop it, Alan. Anyway, so what's going on here? I can't give this cop a room because I got a car alongside. He doesn't have his lights flashing, so I slowed down with this fucker here. I don't know what the deal is with pulling over when they haven't got the lights flashing. It is an emergency vehicle, but this Toyota here saw it and just stayed alongside me, so I couldn't pull out. But I slowed down. So here we go. This is the kind of stuff I expect. Actually, but he went in behind me. I was trying to be nice. I am occasionally nice, believe it or not. So yes, this is exactly what I was talking about with regards to traffic. It is Thanksgiving. Everybody's on the road. Everybody's going to visit the families. There's blue lights over there, so I'm assuming, I don't know, because it's going further up. But there's something going on over there to our left. Looks like they caught somebody speeding, or something on the right. Yeah, it looks like the cops are having a bit of a field day for giving tickets out. Happy Thanksgiving. Yeah, that's what they're doing. There's another one. I mean, seriously, folks. It's the busiest time of the year, and loads of people on the road, and you're slowing the traffic down to give out tickets. Oh, well, I guess. But I have seen a lot more cops on the road in the last few days than normal. They were everywhere in Georgia. But that's what they're doing. They're looking for speeders to spoil their Thanksgiving. So I guess it slows people down, but it only slows them down until they get out of sight of the cops and then speed up again. So what do you do? So anybody who's listening to this video of mine, my blog, Both Sides of the Pond, how does your company work? Are you a trucker? How does your company deal with time off? I was taking a quick break there, a 30-minute break to get whatever drive time I had left, all in one big chunk. And the Night Transportation have a Facebook group, private group. You've got to be an employee to get on there. But anyway, somebody's complaining about, you know, not getting home for Thanksgiving, and just made me think of how actually good night is for getting you home on time. And my biggest problem was when I worked for Stevens, you asked for home time and you never got home on time. They're always a day or two late. The worst one was like a week and a half after I requested, I actually got home. But invariably, you know, I'd try and request a long weekend home with my wife. She'd take off the Friday and the Monday, and I'd request the same time, and I'd get home on the Tuesday. So although I got home time, I didn't have to actually get a chance to spend it with a wife, which is bloody annoying. But night are very good at getting you home. And my biggest problem has been, to ensure I got home on time, I took the Stevens principle. What I did with Stevens in the end was I'd ask for my home time 2 or 3 days before I actually wanted it. And then I used to get home on time, because they were 2 or 3 days late getting me home, but that really was the time that I wanted to be home. Nights are completely different. They go out of their way to get you home when you want to be home. And I'm pretty sure that, you know, that this guys who responded to the complainer, because trucking's full of complainers, probably the best complainers in the world are truckers, never seem to be happy. But a lot of guys replied how Knight actually have sent out chauffeur-driven cars. When I say chauffeur-driven cars, probably a taxi or a Uber or something like that. But you know, a lot of people replied how good they are, and I found that Knight really are great for getting you home when you need to be home. Stevens not so much, but it's probably logistically more difficult for them, especially for company drivers, because they only have the one terminal, which is in Dallas. They have a few drop yards, but you know, very difficult. Plus Thanksgiving and Christmas for Stevens, I used to go to the Lakelands drop yard. Thanksgiving was just a total waste of time trying to get in the drop yard, unless you were there 2 or 3 days in advance, because it was always full. It was just always a complete shit show. I think I'm getting followed by, well, it's got 4 blades, so maybe not a cop. A little cop was following me. It looked like it in a Ford Explorer, but it's got 4 blades. I'm sure cops don't have 4 blades. But well, who knows? Who knows? I'm not speeding anyway. That's a good thing about having the governed truck and driving at or under the speed limit on the interstates, is you just don't worry about that. You know, I was a bit of a speed hound in my younger days, you know, foot to the floor. I never drove anywhere near the speed limit. And you constantly look for cops. You can't relax, because every corner you come round, you look for cops, all the time. This is a much nicer way of driving. I can just relax, and my foot still goes to the brake pedal automatically when I see a cop car at the side of the road. But I tend to take it away and say to myself, relax, Mr. Both Sides of the Pond, relax. And that's it. That's all I've got to say today. Thank you, Knight, for getting people home on time, and Christmas will be my turn. Thanksgiving, I'm working. A lot of the guys are not working. They want to be home with their families, and good luck to them. I'm sure that the vast majority who requested to be home are home right now, but with their feet in front of a cozy fire, drinking wine and beer and all that good stuff, and getting ready to watch the Detroit Lions get beat again. I mean, seriously, you know, I know it's traditional. I keep asking people, why the Detroit Lions? And they say it's a tradition. Thanksgiving, we always have them. Well, why? They're crap. They've been crap just about the entire time I've lived in this country, which is 21 years now. They've always been junk. It's time to scrap the tradition and have good teams on, like maybe I don't know, whoever is the number 1 seed 2 weeks before Thanksgiving gets to play the Thanksgiving game. you know, whatever, something like that. I don't know. Just seems crazy having the Detroit Lions on Thanksgiving, the worst team that I think that's out there. Sorry if you're a Detroit Lions fan, but really. And then you got the dog show, and then you know, on the parade. Oh, thank God I'm driving. Thank God I'm on the road and not having to watch the fucking dog show and the parade. But I do miss my turkey and my oyster stuffing made by my lovely mother-in-law, and sitting down and drinking beer and relaxing and watching a good movie. God bless America. Anyway, happy Thanksgiving. Jim Beam Distillery, let's go there. The Kentucky Bourbon Trail, let's go on. I just don't like whiskey. More of a gin and tonic man myself. More of a gin and tonic man. So, I'm going to cut you loose before I hit Louisville, because I don't want to be talking. I want to be paying attention. Not that I'm not paying attention right now. Is that a double negative? I don't know. Anyway, oh no, JB Hunt. Be careful. Even Swift's drivers are afraid of JB Hunt drivers. They know no skills. No, I'm just kidding. Take it easy.